I have it before. I have it before. Sorry about that feedback. Hi, Collective. I'm back. I decided to go live. Still trying to figure out the card switching. I might not. So you might see some videos that have the cards, but I'll always read them off and explain them. So just wanted to thank everyone for visiting and watching the videos, for liking and sharing and subscribing. And even if you want to comment, any action is always appreciated. So I have a download here about overall energy is the landlord. Okay, so we're going to see what it says. So basically the cards that came out, the landlord has been working with your copycat to sell your information, your image, your privacy, just your intellectual property, period. And they've been doing this for a while. Okay. They've been doing this for a while. I don't know how I had it the last time. Like that? Okay. So a while meaning years. If this resonates, if you moved recently or in the last year, it may be in regards to your previous landlord. But if you're in a situation like I am, it has been the previous landlord, the one before that, and the one where I'm at now. So they're all working with my copycat, with your copycat collective, to sell your information, your any type of intellectual property you have, your picture, things like that. So landlord came out. We have Vermont. Which is the Green Mountain state. So Green Mountain could be significant. Wyoming, the cowboy state. Your photos collective. It could be ID, driver's license, pick from social media, etc. Any videos. And it says, let the gods find you. So they may be having some, the landlord may be having an awakening, copycat may be having an awakening. You yourself may be going through another awakening collective. So let the God find you is resonating with, the ancestors and spirit guides working with you to bring this landlord to justice. And we have copycat, the generic version of you. There can never be another, right? So they are doing this. And they're doing this to sweetheart, you. There's no reason that this should be happening to you. There's no reason for you to be feeling like your privacy has been violated in any type of way. You don't do nothing to nobody. You don't hurt nobody. You don't go. You mind your business. But for some reason, they feel that they have to do this. and still expect you to pay rent, collective. The landlord still wants you to pay rent on time. They want you to abide by all their neighborly laws. But this is what they're doing. But want to sweat you and give you a hard time and threaten you with eviction, threaten you with legal matters, and have the neighbors gang up on you and all come to one conclusion that you're just a problem neighbor, right? When all you've done is just mind your business and keep to yourself, and have asked other people to do that around you, but they seem not to understand, or they seem not to care, or they're taking bribes and they're getting paid to do this. We have some names. Tawana, Valerie, Melissa, Kimberly, Sean, Sherry, Tracy, Patricia, Eric, Annette, Chastity, Brianna, Barbara, Nolan, Adrian, Andre, Jason, Brittany, Smith, Clarissa, Jackie, Trey, Dion, could be a masculine or feminine, karmic, Derek, David, Calvin, Hannah, Yvonne, and Lauren. Significant is S. S could mean people, places, or things. Collective, this resonates with me. This is meaning sister. This is the name of my sister. This is the, the what they've been doing online with my intellectual property, and probably yours if it resonates with you as well. Sex, selling sex, soliciting sex, shop, New Mexico, land of enchantment. This gives me Disney vibes with the land of enchantment. They wanted you in a state, collective. The landlord wanted you in a state of enchantment, right? They wanted you in a state of, you're woke but you're asleep. They also took bribes to ensure that there were things going on in your home and around your home with other people involved, other neighbors involved, with trying to poison you, trying to set you up to get arrested, trying to implicate you in, sexual crimes, things of that sort. And when I got illegally evicted, my landlord, I have him on video coming back, and not even an hour after I left, he came back to my apartment, which he was only supposed to come back for maintenance. And there was no maintenance that needed to be done that quick. He came back into the apartment, and he walked right up to my camera and turned it So it faced the wall. And then I heard clanking, and I know he had put the hidden cameras in the light fixtures. So I heard him taking that down and getting it out. You could hear it on the sound. So I'm literally hitting record on my camera and saying, not record, but the voice. I'm literally, on the voice thing saying, I can hear you removing the hidden camera. I saw you turn the camera around, you know. So I'm just holding on to those type of things for evidence whenever it's needed. Um, my situation, my copycat, they even went as far as, you know, working with the landlord to set me up with fake love offers, fake men that paying men to come up to me to ask me out, to ask me for my phone number. The landlord was in on that too. And it's all because of this, the bloodline. Okay, so they're working with all these people. S and your landlord has been working with all these people to set you up, to get you arrested, to working with the neighbors, bribing the neighbors to harass you when you come outside, so that if you react in a certain way, you're the one going to jail. So then now they can come and evict you, that type of thing, you know. Um, but again, they're doing this to you, collective, and they know who you are. They know who you are, but they still want to slander your name. Every time you go out your door, they want you to be harassed. They want all the neighbors to harass you. When I got evicted, I saw my landlord go around to the neighbors across the way and give them money. There was an envelope when I was leaving, and they were laughing. They were laughing and everything. I saw him go to 2 different doors. Both of those neighbors were Hispanic. He went to both of those doors and handed over a white envelope and looking back at me laughing. So when I say everybody is in on it, everybody's in on it. Collective. You have to use your discernment very heavily in this case. So they're taking your photos, putting them on the internet, putting them on the dark web, selling them. You might, divine feminine and divine masculine, you may have felt weird things from your landlord. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you caught him looking at you, him or her looking at you weird, like in a weird, like lustful way, just, or making certain comments, This landlord, his father owns the Spindler properties, okay? And Mr. Spindler came up to me and asked me one day while I was outside playing with my daughter in her car, you're not married yet? Is what he asked me. He didn't say, hi, how you doing? How's your day? Hope everything's going well. No, he asked me, you're not married yet? And I said, well, no. I mean, I didn't know I was supposed to be at a certain time, but just trying to put this whole stigma on you, collective. The landlords and everybody around there, they want to put a stigma on you like you're shit. Like, you ain't never gonna be nothing, and nobody's ever gonna want you. But all the time, they're looking at you and watching you and paying and getting money to see you. So, me being a single mother at that time, when the landlord's dad came to me and asked me that, the property owners, I honestly thought I was doing okay having private managers, but you see where that got us, right? But to ask me that, you're not married yet? Like, ew. And the way these people look, you would think that they wouldn't even be worried about me and me being married, when all they should worry about is if I'm paying the rent, right? Which I was at that time. So once I found out about all the hidden cameras and all those things, it got kind of interesting, because I felt, that they were violating me in every way. So why should I pay them rent? It's going to come out. They stalk me at the Walmart. They've seen me at the, at the grocery stores. These landlords are pedophiles. These landlords are molesters. These landlords are filth. They're worse than slumlords, because at least with slumlords, you don't have to worry about being violated. I mean, you might have to worry about losing your life, but they're worse than that. They're lower than that. So your landlord could be Russian. We already talked about the hidden cameras, trafficking, sex trafficking. The property that you're at now, your property managers, they're in on it. If you had to move in the last year, they're already in on it. They're already ready to get you arrested and get you evicted. Okay. They're allowing gang stalkers to move in all around you, collective, and discriminate against you. Okay. The property managers, I don't know how much you've divulged to them, your new property managers where you live currently, but they already know your issue. Even if you haven't said anything, they know your issue, and they have their own judgment, and they've already set up and took bribes and got in certain positions to go against you. Okay. So you may have noticed when you moved in, faces have changed since from when you moved in. They changed a few months later, or the person that moved you in was just a leasing agent at that time, but now they're office manager, now they're property manager, now they're, uh, the manager of all the leasing agents in the office type thing, right? If they don't say whatever they say, it don't go. Either it goes or it doesn't go, right? So the people have gotten promotions, bills paid, plus they're doing all the sexual rituals and uh, all this demonic stuff against you as well, um, to make sure that that you have a downfall. So your landlord and your copycat is around here acting like she's the sweetheart. She's running around here acting like she's sweet thing. And she's really sour as hell on the inside and out. She probably smells sour, if you know what I mean. She's generic. She's the Kroger version. She's the great value version of you, collective. And I know sometimes the generic is better, but not you. Not when it comes to you and your divinely sent purpose. It can't get no better. Okay. So the states we have are New Mexico, Wyoming, and Vermont. Okay, so let's do some tarot on the landlord, the copycat, and the name card. Okay, split it on the Two of Pentacles. And the Six of Chalices. So on here you can kind of see how he has his hand out. So they were weighing their options out to see which way to go, this landlord and the copycat. And they figured moving forward, if they go ahead and move forward with the plan, that they'll be moving towards the Six of Cups. Okay. So I hear they didn't take the high road. That's what I hear. So they took the lower road and chose to go against you, collective, and thought they were headed towards the Six of Cups. This is, building. This is collaborating. This is working together with the right people, places, or things to get you in a Ten of Pentacles position. Maybe the Ace of Cups. So they used a lot of time. They put in a lot of time. They put in a lot of money. They smiled in your face, collective. All the time they take in your place. They want to take your place. They smiled all in your face. See that? They were even using your kids. They were using your kids to go against you, meaning your copycat may know your kids. So they were manipulating things that they heard. They were manipulating things that were told to them, to your kids, by your copycat. And if your landlord was around, I have an older child, collective. You have an older child and they may have been around about in the apartments. The landlord was pulling them to the side when they were outside and talking to your older kid about what they need to do to get to this point. So they violated not only you, they violated your kids. And they also used, of course, with the photo that came out, they were using photos and video of your kids as well and doing the same trafficking that they were doing with you. All around the world, all around the country, between New Mexico, Wyoming, and Vermont. This photo with this Six of Cups is also saying that who they collaborated with, I'm getting neighbors all around you. They were doing spell work, they were doing rituals, they were getting together and plotting against you, having meetings. This is what I'm hearing. They were having weekly meetings on you, Saturday meetings, probably Saturday and Sunday meetings on you, 12 o'clock meetings in the afternoon. And I can guarantee you that they're still having those 12 o'clock meetings in the afternoons, okay? So just definitely know, you know, in my instance, I found a photo of myself that was in my storage all the way on the other side of the apartment complex where it shouldn't have been. So that means somebody was digging through my stuff and in my storage without my permission. They've accessed my apartment without my permission and everything. But you know, being as trusting as we are, we don't want to think twice about it, even though our intuitions is like, you know, nagging us on what they did, right? So they were using your photos for rituals. They were using your photos to put on their altars all around you, your neighbors, your landlord, um, your copycat. I heard mother. They were all putting your photos and using your photos and your kids' photos to do spell work on you. Um, okay. Split the deck on the Knight of Chalices and the Star. So this is you, collective. This is you setting your solid foundation, trying to, you know, wherever you go. This is you attempting to uh, plant roots where you were living, to establish a steady foundation so that you can work and take care of your family, you know, try to balance things out. Because every time you put down roots and got settled, it was like, here some bullshit comes, so you got to balance shit out again. You know, it's just ridiculous, like what they were doing. We have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom. The Hermit is in here too. Yeah. Split the card on the Devil. So your copycat and the devil, yeah, your landlord, maybe. He's in that devil energy. He or she's in that devil energy for sure. So they are bound by the Two of Pentacles. Okay, let me take this out. Your landlord and your copycat again. They agreed to do this to you. They took the low road and they knew what they were doing. Again, your landlord may be Russian. They were already into trafficking. You were just another moneymaker, right, collective? You were just considered another moneymaker. And your copycat, you know, her incentive was, well, if the landlord could wipe her out, or if I could pose as her on social media, on the internet, if I could act like her, maybe go into her house when she's not there and steal some of her clothes or some of her items, and walk around in them and do rituals in them and stuff, maybe I can become her, and then we can just make her disappear with the landlord's help. So it was a collaboration with your family to do this. They were at the Two of Pentacles, so they already were in a situation where they were spending. It has nothing to do with you, collective, okay? This is all them. They were in a lack mindset and living in a lack lifestyle anyway. And, they don't trust God. So they literally were already in debt when they made this decision. Hold on, the dogs they want to come out. I'll be right back. Yes, I got my mirror covered up in the back. In case one more, you know who you are. Try some funny shit 10 times back on you. So it is, so it shall be. Whew, okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of sit like this. All right. Oh, I hope this shirt will break. So yeah, they were already in a lack mindset when they started looking at you like you the bank. So your copycat already knew. Again, your copycat had photos of you already. They knew you were a sweetheart. They know your bloodline, but they still did it. So they were in the Two of Pentacles to the Six of Cups, or Six of Chalices. Now we are at the Knight of Chalices. So the Knight of Chalices is forward movement to, how do I put this? This is movement to go against you, okay? Your copycat was using their fake heart chakra to, come in and say, "Oh, I know her. Oh, I love her." we're family, or we're friends, or we're co-workers. We have this relationship, and I know her. This is how she is. You gotta trust me. You gotta believe me. She does this. She does that, which means you are a prostitute. You're a drug addict. You out there in the streets giving it up for free. Okay, you ain't even trying to get no money no more. You just giving it up for free. Okay. And the copycat went as far as to use your photos. Okay. Use your photos to back all these lies up and the slander and defamation that they were saying against you. They were using your photos for that. And they also took their own photos thinking that they look like you, collective. It's delusional as hell. I'm like, what in the mirror? What told them that they look like you? Did somebody already just tell them that all the time? Or, you know what I'm saying? So your copycat, collective, has been in your energy for a long time. They have been generic to you, generic to anyone around you in your family. Okay. All these names that came up, they could be schoolmates, they could be work co-workers, they could be other family members, but they collaborated with their heart chakra to team up with all these people. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 15 on the back. $30 people, at least 30 people collected. So this copycat, this could also mean years. This copycat you could have been knowing already for 30 years or more. You may not have been around them to be close to them. If you don't know who this is, you will soon find out who's been trafficking you and using your sexual prowess for themselves, your energy, your essence, everything about you they wanted to take and use for their own benefit, right? But neglected, because the copycat was the one that was prostituting. The copycat was the one that was out there selling her body for rocks, the copycat was the one out there thieving and robbing people, okay? And creating this whole world of confusion around you. But they tried to project all that on you and then team up and gather all of these, at least 30 people for, it could be 30 years or more. This could be somebody you grew up with, to send all these messages around town and the community about you, to the point where it was believable, and it started spreading to these states. It started spreading, to places. Texas could be significant. You may have family in Texas, collective. So yeah, let me plug the computer up. Okay. So yeah, she was talking a whole bunch of shit about you, but then backing it up like, I care for her, I love her, I would never want to see her hurt. But this is what she was doing, is slandering your name. And your landlord was in on it the whole time. So Not only did she gather her own group of people to go against you in your community, okay, she also gathered up this landlord and who he knows, all his family, all his friends, all his, uh, you know, collaborations and relationships. And they were all doing this to the point where you didn't even realize that all you were doing was just living your life. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the live, whoever comes in. I'm glad you joined. Don't be afraid to comment or chat. So you may have run into some of these people while you were out at any time. And you may have run into these people and they looked at you and they were like, oh my gosh. You know, like, and you, in your mind, you're like, why did they look at me like that? Or why did they, you know, why did they say that? It's because of what this landlord and what your copycat was saying about you. Okay? It's because what they were saying. So anybody that you ran into, you know, you just minding your business, anybody that you ran into, they like, because you're supposed to be looking like a crackhead, I guess. No offense, but I'm just saying. You may have been going through a glow up. You may have been eating better, exercising better, things like that. And then they just, you know, sat there and made it seem like everything that you were doing in a good way for yourself, for self-love, they turned it on you. Okay? And then they went against you. Surprised I'm still alive. Had a married couple spiritually attacking me along with others. Don't be surprised that you're alive. You're supposed to be here. Okay? You're supposed to be here. So just do your protection, your cleansing, and this is the time where you definitely got to watch your landlord. And if you know who your copycat is, you might have a few around you. But if you know, then you know. So definitely continue, if you haven't been in hermit mode, to stay in hermit mode and get your downloads from the spirit guides, from your ancestors, so that you can be on point. So every time you step out your door, you already know what's going to happen. So, like I was saying, they collaborated. The copycat and the landlord collaborated at this Two of Pentacles here. Like I said, they were already in debt. They were already, you know, and these are people, like, your copycat has a good job. Your copycat has a way of making money. They might have a nice house already. You know what I'm saying? And they are in debt. Okay, that's what we call keeping up with the Joneses. You keep up with the Joneses, you're going to end up in debt. So, but they made this decision when they were already at the point where they were losing money. Okay, so they looked at you as a come up. Are you a come up, collective? Whose come up are you? You ain't nobody's come up. Shit. But that's what they thought with the Six of chalices, the Six of Cups. They looked at you and they were salivating. They were like, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to get her. So they use your kindness against you. They use your nice vibe. Again, look. Well, that could be true too, S. But this is what they used against you. Right? This is what they used against you. Thinking that they were going to come up. off of your back. Okay, so like I said, they were going around town saying these lies to all these people, 30 or more. And again, this is your copycat. You could have known them for 30 or more years. This is probably somebody you grew up with. But they were going around themselves and slandering your name, saying, "Oh, I just want to help her, or him. I just want to help Divine Masculine. I just want to help Divine Feminine, and get them to the point where they're okay. They're in the streets. They're out, cracked out. They're out there. They can't take care of their kids. They can't keep a job. And some of you collective have had jobs for like 10, 15 years. Just that one job. You kept that one job, for 10, 15 years. And here they go saying that you ain't shit. We know you are the shit, okay? You know that you are the shit. They know that you're the shit, because if they didn't know, why would they use so much energy and time to come at you and to get at you for what you have? They wanted you in a situation, again, they were attacking your sacral chakra. So they wanted you in an energy of, well, nobody loves me. Nobody cares for me. I'm alone by myself. Why should anybody care about me, right? Nobody loves me. I don't love myself. They wanted you in that position because all the money that they were making off of you, these motherfuckers right here, they were making so much money off of you, and they sat there and still expected you to pay rent. They expected you to abide by their rules, abide by their laws while you were staying there or where you're at right now. Okay. So this is you. This is the star. This is who they're attacking. This is the sweetheart. And, when you get Aquarius, when we pull this up, the Aquarius could be the copycat. It could be the landlord, or it could be you. But I'm getting earth signs and water signs with the star here. But like I said, every time that you moved or every time that you tried to put your roots down, here come this heifer here. Always trying to uproot your foundation. Always trying to uproot what you're doing. Where you doing it at? So like I said, this is the same person that will say that you're nothing. That they'll say, you'll never have nothing. You'll never be nothing. But all the time, look at what they're doing. They're copying you. They're copying the star. They're trying to copy the star. And they're doing a piss poor job of it, okay? So thank you for liking the live. Like, share, and subscribe. All right, so now they're at the Five of Pentacles, okay? The Five of Pentacles tells me that they went from the Two of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles in hopes that they would be in a better situation by the Six of Cups. But because of the fact that they went against you, collective, they went ahead and fell back to the Five of Pentacles. They are going to be left out in the cold. Their Christmas will be dark because of what they chose to do to go against you. All the money that they made off of you and your image and your intellectual property will be given back to you tenfold. The violations, unfortunately, those things, we have to kind of heal through. It's really sad. If you like me, you definitely hold your privacy to your heart, and to know that they literally were filming you and using your photo and doing terrible things with that, things that you would never do. You could never imagine doing to yourself, let alone somebody else. They just did it with no problem because the hatred was already there. I'm telling you, this copycat, she in this devil energy, dude. The landlord and her, they in this devil energy. See? And they're buying. They're bound. They're bound. And they could have attacked a water sign, um, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Or they are water signs doing the attacking. Some of the people that they use to go against you may have been doing some of the attacking as well. But the devil has them. So they're going from the Five of Pentacles to the devil energy. That's the end. That's the end. There's no starting over. There's no go back to, press start, redo. You got 5 more lives left. No. You're going from the landlord and copycat is going from the Five of Pentacles to the devil. It's over. Even if you feel it may not be over, it's over. The party's over. The lights are up. The music done stopped. Everybody gone but y'all. This is 2 people here still at the party looking around talking about, where did everybody go? Where everybody at? Look, even these people done left. Even these people done left. They telling on them. I hope they notice. I hope they notice these people that they collaborate against and they use to manipulate their plans to go against you, collective. They're telling on them. So that may be the devil energy too, where it's coming from. So let's do Vermont. Let's do the states. This will be interesting. Split the deck on the 8 of Cups. You know what I'm saying? They had a whole bunch of people lusting after you, a whole bunch of people wanting to get at you, collective, and spending a lot of money, spending a lot of time, using other relationships. I mean, I'm hearing men risking their marriages. I'm hearing women risking their marriages, risking their kids, their family life to get at you. This 8 of Pentacles. They needed your energy and have been using and siphoning off of your energy all the time. This copycat and this landlord, along with all the neighbors around. So basically, it's like they're the shit, like clout chasers. I'm saying they using you without you knowing and laughing at you, but then they're turning around and making all this money and all this, I mean, notoriety, clout. This is like celebrity status. They were making money at a celebrity status, violating your intellectual property, your image, collective, violating you. Eight of Cups to the Tower. the Ace of Swords after the Tower. And the Wheel. Damn. I'm just going to pull them out like I'm looking at them. Nine of Swords. To the King of Chalices. King of Pentacles. Excuse me. This is the King of Chalices here, which is the King of Cups. I'm cross-eyed, y'all. The Knight of Pentacles. This is the Knight of Pentacles. And on the back is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So between New Mexico, Wyoming, and Vermont, between these states, they were sex trafficking you, collective. They were selling your image. They were selling your intellectual property. They may even had you on a t-shirt and selling it. Pins, keychains, water bottles. From the Eight of Chalices, which is like the Eight of Cups, to the Tower. So they got a little greedy. They got a little, again, you know, like I said at the beginning, they made this decision, the landlord and the copycat. Landlord and the copycat made this decision off of the Two of Pentacles. They made this decision here. Okay? They were already in lack. They were already losing money. They were already, you know, to the point of no return. That's what I hear. I'm at the point of no return. I'm at the point of no return. It's taking me a while to learn. I'm at the point of no return. That's where they're at, because they got so greedy. They were like, they realized how much of a celebrity you're becoming with what they're doing. And they sat there and just continued and continued and continued and continued, which means, collective, these were years and years that they were doing this to you and violating you. It's not just a one-time deal, okay? They got used to this money. They were feeding their kids. They were feeding their family. They were getting wives. These motherfuckers, some of them didn't even know how to get a woman. And they were using you to get women, to make other women jealous. So now they came to the Tower. So yeah, maybe they realized, you know, they weren't doing enough. So they had to do more and broke the machine, right? Got greedy, got too greedy. They got bigger houses, bigger cars, more clothes, more expensive clothes, bigger purses, had more kids, just to come to the Tower. Just to be at the Tower. Okay? And to the Ace of Swords. So that's like the real deal. That's what's going on here is the truth. Because when it comes down to them violating you, collective, and to the point where they were, you know, this is what they were moving towards. It's the Eight of Pentacles, right? So yeah, this had to come. Empress, somebody used their tongue as a double-edged sword and spoke up about what this landlord and this copycat was doing. Okay. That's why the tower came for them. And look, the wheel and the upright. Okay. So because you spoke out, collective, it balanced out, it brought balance. Okay. And it balanced out in a way to where it brought the Nine of Swords for them. Okay. So these states that are involved in slandering you and defaming your character, violating your intellectual property, they all are at this. Not including the tower that hit before this. It's a whole lot of calamity coming to them because of the landlord and the copycat, what they were doing, collaborating with people in these states. And now they don't have to be traveling to these states physically. They could be, this could be somebody on the dark web that has been paying for your image, collective. It could be a client. It could be what is it? It could be, what am I getting? Like an online group. This is an online group. This is like a social media. This is like a they do some online. They get together and talk shit online. Like a coven, like a low level secret group. And they get online and they're creeps. They're weirdos. Look at this shit. Look at this. Cowboy, and Texas is included in this because Texas is included too. And the emblem for the Cowboys is a star. It's you once again, the Star Collective. All this is happening because of you. So they're getting the Nine of Swords. They're getting legal problems because look, King of Cups showed his face. This could be your father, collective. This could be a father figure in your life. This could be somebody, a mentor. This could be somebody that they portrayed like they loved you and they portrayed like they were helping you. It could be an ex-lover. Okay. They ex-friend, ex-coworker, ex-boss. Okay. They portrayed like they cared for you and that they were gonna take care of you. Okay. But they didn't. They secretly, when you turned your back, they were all in your shit. They were all in your shit. They were in your relationships. They were in your work relationship. They was in your pocket, like pocket watching you. They was in your money. They were imposing their lives on your kids. You know, they were imposing their ideas, their weirdo ideas, their weird, way of thinking on your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like doing spell work. This is like a warlock. I heard, thank you, Spirit, Emperor in reverse, too. That's what I'm getting with this card. So even though the Emperor in verse didn't come out, sometimes when I'm looking at cards, I'll see different and I'll call out something else. That's what I did. This like the Emperor in reverse. So from the Nine of Swords to the King of Cups or King of Chalices, he was the ringleader when it comes to this landlord and this copycat, okay? When it comes to sending your information around the world and around these states and stuff, he was the ringleader in this. He was the one that was even more so than the copycat, because the King of Cups you may have known for a while too, right? At least 9-10 years. So the fact that they were so dedicated more and more involved in the copycat, that tells me that the King of Cups, and I'm getting he could be masculine or feminine, but that tells me that the King of Cups had a lot more invested in this rather than the landlord and the copycat. Okay, so the King of Cups is definitely involved. I'm getting earth signs here. Leo. I'm also getting Leo, Gemini, Sagittarius. Okay. Getting Sagittarius too. So this King of Cups from the Nine of Swords is, so what's ever going on in these states has gotten back to with these Nine of Swords has gotten back to the King of Chalices. He ain't happy. That's what I heard. He's not happy. That's his money maker. That was his y'all collective. You were the King of Chalices money maker. He looked like he can't even stand up properly. He looked like he can't even walk. So he was riding and banking off of your essence and everything all this time. He don't even take care of himself. Look, he looked like a piece of shit. He don't take he don't, oh my God, he don't even bathe like he's supposed to, y'all. He don't even bathe like he's supposed to. And he too busy worried about trying to get your Eight of Pentacles, trying to get to your Eight of Pentacles. So whatever happened between these states right here, it brought the Nine of Swords. Texas, even though Texas didn't come up, Texas is in here, okay? He was making money off of you, off of your image and everything. But the Nine of Swords came, and then he got word of it. It's affecting him too, that's for sure. But these people are pissed. Like, these people are people that, like I said, collective, you were a celebrity. Like, your image, you's a bad one, okay? You the real deal. Because these people had like monthly subscriptions on you, okay? They were paying to watch you in your privacy a lot. And when the tower hit, because again, they were at the tower. The Eight of Cups, the Eight of Chalices that came out before the tower, okay? So they were like, oh yeah, like I said, they were enjoying this, enjoying getting off on your energy, getting off on your essence, getting off on just you, your light, your star. They were taking your star. All you were doing was getting up in the morning, doing what you need to do to go to work, take care of your family, your household, create balance. Like I said, every time that you created balance and was thinking that you were laying some roots down, here these motherfuckers come messing it up, throwing shade, slandering you, defaming you, trying to put out your star. So they thought that they was, making it big. Like I said, this has been going on for a while, okay? And I'm so sorry that, you were violated like that and without your permission, without your authorization. But from the Eight of Cups to the Tower. The Tower came for all these people, all these clients that's been paying to see you without your permission and violating you, all around the country, all around the internationally, all around the world. They're in a tower, okay? Because again, you came and spoke your truth like a double-edged sword, and you brought that tower. And you brought the world. You brought balance back to your world and your foundation. Then it also created the Nine of Swords for all these cities, states, all these people that were getting off on your energy and your essence, paying for it. But you still gotta pay rent, right? The landlord want his money. It's the first of the month. Where my money? But this motherfucker is getting all this money off of you already. Along with her, him, and this one right here, the King of Cups, the King of Chalices. This is the one that was, he said, no. I'll take over. I'll make sure all the money's straight. So he was running this whole operation countrywide and worldwide, okay, internationally. The King of Chalices to the Knight of Chalices, okay? So there isn't, because all these people, the Tower came, Nine of Swords, all these people want their money. Okay, this came out with the King of, it came out like this. The Nine of Swords and then the King of Chalices. These people want their money back. These people, these are all the people all around countrywide and worldwide that are like, hold up. This was not, this, why my subscription canceled? I've been paying. Why this happened? Why that happened? Then, don't forget, all these people that the landlord, at least 30 people, remember, that the landlord and your copycat was sitting there running their mouth to about you, talking about you prostituting, talking about you on drugs, you this and that, right? This is coming back on them too. Because they couldn't have made the money that they did and put you in that position if they didn't slander and defame you. So all this is coming back on the landlord, the copycat, and the King of Chalices, okay? So all these people around, or whoever was paying, getting money off of you, there's a message being sent from the King of Chalices. This is how it came out. The Knight of Chalices. They're like, we need to stop this. The Knight of Pentacles, excuse me. The Knight of Pentacles. We need to stop this because this Nine of Swords caused the King of Chalices to start losing money. Okay? Because he would remember, he was the one that he thought he was the pimp. He was the main pimp. Okay? He thought he could pimp y'all collective. This is what they was doing. So because of the Nine of Swords came, they basically was like, oh no, I got to give all this money back. So whatever the King of Chalices violated you on, use your image, use your intellectual property, working with the landlord and the copycat, whatever the plan was, it blew up in their face, okay? And like I said, they've been making money for a while off of you, okay? And they got comfortable on this money. They got married on this money. They, like I said, These was people that probably couldn't even get nobody. But because they was making money and looking like they had a little status and clout, with the six of chalices that came out, the six of cups, they thought they was doing something. They built families off of you. They built businesses off of your back. They got upgraded cars. They got bigger houses. They got bigger everything. Running around acting like they have worked hard for this. But they got the message that they're losing money, and that they're going to have to start paying people back. They're going to have to start giving money back. So I don't know if the King of Cups is at the point. I'm hearing bullshit. So he literally is like, I'm not doing that. Okay, well then go to prison, sir. Because either way, you're going to pay, okay, for what you've done. To the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So from the Knight of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles collective, you're going to get all that. You're on your way to getting all of this back, okay? You're on your way to getting your just desserts. That's what I heard. So you're going to get paid back all the violations that they did, these bastards did to you. You're going to get this back, okay? All the people, like I said, your copycat and your landlord, they was smiling in your face. Every time you came around, your copycat was, oh, I love you. I want to help you. I'm only doing this because I love you. When really, they was want to see your downfall and keep you from rising. Okay? So we know that they were using your photo. These cards came out because of your bloodline. They were able to do this and create a celebrity status with your image, with your content, with everything that has to do with your light and your star. They created it. And all you were was a sweetheart to them. This is what they used against you. Because of your bloodline. They used photos. This is the person that did it. Whoever you've known for 10, 20, 30 years, you don't have to be around this person all the time. You can just know of them. But if you don't know of them now, you will. It'll come out. And again, you'll be getting all of your rewards and everything back the way that it should have been. All the hard work that you put in while they were doing this to you, and all you were doing is just trying to live and take care of your family, dude. Like that's trifling as I don't know what. But look at what's happening. Let the gods find them. So what do? We let go, let God. We continue to stay high vibing, self-love, self-care, and we give it up to the ancestors and spirit guides and let them take control, right? Because if there's over 30 people coming for you, collective, why you gotta lower yourself? Let all of them get their karma the way that they should. And you won't be nowhere around when they do. The card on the top is the Three of Pentacles. This gives me like Phoenix rising. So you are moving into the right collaborations. You are moving into the right status. And you're getting the balance that you deserve in your life, to where you could build a proper foundation with the proper people, like your spirit, your spirit team and your soul tribe, and everyone that comes into your life because you went through this battle and you have gotten to the point where you can use your discernment, and you're still this. You're still a sweetheart. You'll always be a sweetheart, collective. But they won't be able to ride you like they was doing. You know what I'm saying? They won't be able to create these. They won't be able to get these three, start or create these three of pentacles off of you no more. You gonna do it yourself, and can't nobody step in and take it from you like they done before. Like I said, every time you try to get to this point and build a proper foundation, you probably have to work 2 jobs, 2.5 jobs. You feel me? To get to the point where you had a balanced foundation. And every time that you got to this point, look at who stepped, look who showed their ass. This bitch. And that can be masculine or feminine. They still a bitch. And on the bottom, so I pulled from the top, which was the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. And then I pulled from the bottom, which is the Strength card. So you have the strength, the proper strength that you need. You may be a Leo. You may be, I'm getting an air sign like Aquarius, Libra. But you have gained your power back. Look at how she's opening the lion's mouth. She is taming the lion. And she looks like she's high priestess. Look at her. She looks like she in her high priest mode or his high priest mode. Look at that. But she's taming the lion. Look at me holding the lion's mouth. Like, who walk up to a lion and put their hand in their mouth or next to their mouth? But this, I hear temperance, justice, balance, and your heart is open. Love, unconditional love. So all that you went, big ups. Congratulations. All that you went through, and you still was able to stay here in your sweetheart status. I'm emotional, y'all. But you stayed here. You continue to have unconditional love. You even probably showed temperance and patience with them. Right? Your copycat, the landlord, the king of chalices, the king of cups. You even showed patience and unconditional love to them. Look, all these people, remember I was saying these people that you run into, the ones that was help slandering what your copycat was saying about you and spreading what they was saying about you. Even when they see you, whatever is said is the opposite. It shocks them. Literally, they look, I don't know if you've experienced it, but you'll know, because anybody that you run into that you may went to high school with, work with, any type of relationship where your copycat was using them to slander you and stuff, you run into them, they're gonna look at you like you rose from the dead. Yeah, they're gonna look at you like that, because all the things that were being said about you, terrible, terrible things, were being said about you. Like I said, when you tried to do your glow up and you was getting in shape and losing weight and doing all these things, they were using that against you, telling people that you were on drugs, telling people that you were doing crack, and out there in the streets, not taking care of your kid, not even selling your body but not making no money, but look at what they did. they they made a fortune off of you. And I always say this, these same people that said that you were nothing, that said that you will never be nothing, is the same people that made a fortune off of you without you even knowing. And all you doing is just smiling and going about your day, showing love, showing generosity, like nothing. But this is what they were doing. So collective, I hope that helps. Thank you for joining the live. Anyone that has joined, thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. If you don't, that's okay. You just showed up. I appreciate you. But I will be back because every time I try to clean the cards up and try to, get settled, it's like another story come out. So look, I got two more. So definitely, again, always love yourself, stay blessed, stay high vibrational, let God take care of it, let your ancestors take care of these people, and you'll be good. You get your blessings. Keep moving forward, collective. I love you. All light, no therapy.